In the previous lesson, we worked on a floor, on a one-story apartment, and we created the basic elements like the walls, the internal, external. We worked also in setting up here the 3D plan view, and we can like already use this for a very simple project. But as we're gonna move forward, we're gonna customize, modify a little bit the windows, the doors. We already changed the color, but well, actually the style or the material. We saw we can work with the materials. I'm just gonna fix this. I'm gonna flip this couple of windows here. Now you can do this one by one. You can also do like multiple selection, and you can fix like multiple elements at a time. Now in this video, we're gonna continue with the first floor. We're gonna move up, and we're gonna see how to create the stairs and how we can then manage the slab. Again, I'm gonna flip also this, and also how we can change a little bit the doors, because these are like the standard ones. So let's say we want to create different size, different type of doors and windows. We're gonna see what possibilities we have. And so let's continue and exploring Bonsai BIM for Blender. I'm gonna move here from the side first of all, and I'm gonna create the new story or the new level. So I'm gonna go, as we know here in the IFC building, gonna select IFC building story. I'm gonna give it a name, so this is gonna be level 01. So a two-story house has like the ground floor and a one first floor. And later we will decide where to put like the day zone and the night zone. Usually the day zone in this case is at the level 0, and the night zone is level 1. Let's put also the height. So I'm going to type here 3.3, and I'm going to see here where it went. So let me just update, and let's figure out where it went in the outliner. So there it is. It's right there, and right now it's just a null object, as we already know. And we don't need to visualize it. We're just going to go here, the slab tool, create the slab tool for the first floor. So it's going to be like covering all the floor that it's below. Let's move from the top so we can see better. And let's pick one. I'm going to pick the 300 millimeters, so 30 centimeters thickness. And let's add. So these are all part of the demo template, by the way, in Bonsai BIM. So I'm gonna draw this slab. We know that we can create the slab from the walls, but right now I'm just gonna do something else because I want it to be different from the ground floor. So I want to go like here. I want to go straight. So this will create like a covered area, like a veranda on that part. And then on the balcony, so it's going to be like a part that is going to be closed and a part that is going to be open. And be careful here, press X and epsilon while you're drawing, because otherwise the snap will go crazy and they will snap to whatever they found. So if you press X and epsilon when you move and place the points, it will be better, it will be straight. And also there's an issue here actually. I thought we were working in meters, instead we are working in centimeters. So I'm going to put here 330 because that level includes also the thickness of the slab. And also I'm going to change the position of the slab by selecting it, going to geometry materials panel and putting that to 330. Again, all this stuff, we already talked about all of this in the previous lesson, so I'm just going quick with this stuff. And you can see it, in fact, the units here are centimeters. So I need to remember that once I create all the various parts. And let's continue. So creating, a house is a really long process. You need to think about all the spaces and everything. So where to put, for example, here the stairs. I don't really know where to put the stairs. What I want to do, but with the slab right away, is edit the profile and work a little bit with the cut tools here, because I want to create an opening on that living area. I want to have like a double height. I want to have, possibility to have a really large room also in height. So I'm going to create a rectangle, and that's going to go there and where the cursor is. So you can either like position the cursor first and then create, or you can just, create it and then move it. And we can move it by selecting the points, the vertices, or the edges, and we can move it around this area. And now I'm gonna take these little vertices, I'm gonna snap them where the walls are. So to create what I said before, like a double height in this area. And we're gonna figure it out this like little by little. So the aim is to create a nice effect in the final project, if we can call it like this. So I'm going to, as you can see, move the vertices around, move the edges. I can align right here, or I can, maybe this is too small for a double height. Here, I will surely put like the living area, so like the sofa. So I want to have nice space. I can also snap to the grid if I want. So I can use the grid in Blender, or I can change again the position of these as many times as I want. I can snap to other stuff and so on. So you can just move it with more precision, but I'm just going to put it right there for the moment, and then we'll see later. And press Tab to exit and enter the edit mode. So Tab, Tab, Tab to confirm. Let's say like this, as again we already saw, or you can click on Apply once you finish to edit the profile in the slab. And that's the first void in a way. So we could also create a void, but also this works. When you create like a shape within a shape, it's going to create a void, it's going to create an empty space. And now let's create the stair. So now the stair could be a little bit more tricky. First of all, let's create a new stair. You can also do the quick create IFC stair flight type, but here I'm going little by little, and we're going to select straight because we're going to do a straight stair, and then add. So let's create add, and let's select the position where to place it. So click, and okay, I don't really know where to put it. I need to make some tests. Now, when I click add, it says here no geometry. So we need to create that. So it's just going to create like a null object again, which shows me the position of the stair. So that's another thing we can do. And just watch what's going to happen in the outliner always. Okay, so you can see this is just a null object that we can select. Now in the geometry and materials panel, let's close everything so you can see clearly where to go. You need to go to parametric geometry, and here you find array, stair, and other stuff. So you need to go to stair, you need to click on plus, and that's going to create the first part. So you can now rotate it, try to figure out how you can put it. And use the snaps to see where to put it. And well, you always need to leave like at least 180 centimeters or 100 centimeters to, give the possibility to pass through. So I'm going to type like plus 100 or plus 80. And well, we're going to position it later. I'm going to go now here on the right side. I'm going to edit this. Now, first of all, this could be wood and steel or concrete. So these are the different stair type, but you can also, do more. So concrete will be like a closed one, and the wood and steel is more like with separated elements. And then you can start to set the width. So the width could be 90 or 80 or 100 centimeters, depending on, how big, how large you want it. And then you have the height. So how high is that going to be? And then you have the total length of the stair. So these are all parameters that kind of, work with each other. These are parametric values that